Right now, I speak to your heart. Stay with me. In the next minutes, you will learn how to silence restless thoughts, how to sleep in peace tonight, how to stand under unshakable protection, and how to pray in a way that anxiety loses its power. You ask for a sign of my love. Receive it now. The winds and the waves obey my command. The storms within you will also obey. I carry what you call impossible. I steady what you cannot control. I bring rest where your mind has known only noise. You have feared outcomes that will never come to pass and given weight to voices that hold no real power over you. Be still. Your destiny is not in their hands. It rests in mine. I desire peace in your days and serenity in your nights. I break the cycle of panic, intrusive thoughts, and sleepless hours. Breathe and listen. My presence settles the room around you and the room within you. Say this with faith. Lord, I receive your peace. As you speak, heaviness lifts. As you trust, clarity returns. This is prayer for peace and protection. This is God's promise over anxiety. I am not far. I am near to your tears, near to your questions, near to your need for quiet strength. You are blessed beyond measure. Yet worry blurred your sight. I now restore your vision to see hidden blessings. The breath you carry, the roof that shelters you, the people who love you, the path that still opens before you. Gratitude is a shield. Thanksgiving is spiritual warfare that disarms the enemy's lies. Tonight, let thankfulness guard your thoughts like armor. Do not lend your heart to gossip, fear-mongering, or threats. News will change. My word endures. Even if thousands rise against you, even if you face the consequences of your own mistakes, do not be afraid. I go before you. I stand behind you. I surround you. My Holy Spirit comforts you, counsels you, steadies you. When your faith stumbles, I do not turn my gaze away. I lift you. When you trip the snares of your enemies, I rescue you. When negativity floods your heart, I wash you with truth and dry you with hope. This is deliverance from fear. This is healing for the soul. You ask me for calm. Receive more than calm. Receive authority. Speak my word over your day and your night. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not lack. Let this be on your lips and in your thoughts until peace becomes your habit. If darkness presses, pray simply, Jesus, stay with me. I answer. Where my name is honored, oppression loosens its grip. Where my word is declared, confusion loses its voice. I am giving you a new beginning that starts within. Your spirit will learn the rhythm of rest. Work with wisdom, pause with reverence, sleep with trust. I remove the sting of yesterday and return to you the ability to focus, to decide, to hope. You will feel it. Shoulders lower, breath slows, heart steadies. This is not suggestion. This is promise. I am with you, and where I am, peace remains. Say it now out loud. I receive your peace. I trust your protection. I choose your presence. Keep these words as daily prayer, a simple liturgy for your mornings and nights. With them you will guard your home, your mind, and your future. Stay close, because next I will teach you how to build an unbreakable shield over your thoughts and your household. Line by line, prayer by prayer, using Bible promises that never fail. Chaos surrounds you, yet peace can live within you. Hear this carefully. The world may roar with headlines, rumors, threats, and fears, but none of these hold authority over your destiny. They do not write your future. They cannot dictate your joy. They have no ownership of your soul. I alone hold your life in my hands, and my hands are steady. When people around you surrender to panic, when conversations are filled with doubt, when even loved ones echo fear, I call you higher. Your heart was not designed to be a cage for worry. It was designed to be a dwelling place for my spirit. Where others see only confusion, you will see my order. Where they feel abandoned, you will feel me near. This is how you become different, not by force, but by faith. Think of it. Storms rage, but a lighthouse stands unmoved, sending out its light to guide ships home. That is who you are becoming through my presence. You are called to stand as a living witness that peace is possible in the middle of a storm. This peace is not fragile. It is not easily broken by what people say or what tomorrow may bring. It is built on my unshakable word. Do not lend your ears to gossip. Do not feed your soul with voices that thrive on fear. Let your mind dwell on truth, not noise. Say this with conviction. The Lord is my refuge and my fortress. Each time you confess it, you build a wall around your heart that anxiety cannot climb. This is not denial of reality. It is a declaration of a higher reality, the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. Even if thousands turn against you, even if past mistakes echo loudly, even if life feels heavy with consequence, you are not abandoned. My spirit surrounds you like a shield. My angels encamp around your home. I command calm where others predict collapse. I protect you, even when danger comes close. You will walk through the valley, but you will not be consumed by its shadows. And hear this, when you remain calm, you become a testimony. Your life preaches louder than any sermon. Those around you will wonder, why does peace not leave this person? Why do they not break under pressure? And in that moment, your silence, your smile, your serenity will point to me. You will be living proof that God is faithful, that Christ still calms storms, that the Holy Spirit still fills homes with peace. So tonight, when fear whispers, answer with my words. When anxiety presses, push back with prayer. When doubt knocks, let gratitude open the door, and you will see it. The chaos may still roar outside, but inside you'll feel stillness, like calm waters after storm. That is my promise. That is my peace. My beloved child, listen closely. Every scar upon your heart is known to me. Every wound that others left upon your soul, every betrayal, every careless word that cut deep, I have seen them all. And now I tell you this truth. None of that pain was wasted. Nothing you endured has been without meaning. For years, you carried the weight of rejection. You asked yourself why certain people abandoned you, why love turned cold, why the very ones you trusted brought you sorrow. You thought those moments weakened you. But today, I reveal their hidden purpose. Those very wounds became the soil where strength was born. From those ashes, I raise in you resilience, wisdom, and compassion. What once brought you to your knees has now taught you how to lift others up. Think of gold refined by fire. It enters a furnace raw, impure, covered with elements that dim its shine. Yet when flames surround it, everything false melts away, and only beauty remains. That is you. The fire of hardship did not destroy you. It purified you. What remains is stronger than steel and brighter than gold. And now you are ready to become a vessel of my love, pouring light into the darkness of those still trapped in despair. Understand this. My love is not sentimental. It is transforming. I did not merely comfort you in your pain. I reshaped you through it. Every tear became a seed, and now a harvest of empathy, courage, and spiritual authority grows within you. That is why when others cry, you can comfort them with words that carry power. That is why when others fear, you can stand firm and remind them of hope. Your enemies saw your potential long before you did. That is why they fought so hard to break you. They feared what would happen if you discovered who you truly are in me. They wanted to steal your peace, rob your sleep, and silence your voice. But they failed, because I have chosen you. And what I choose, no one can cancel. So rise now in this truth. You are not a victim. You are a testimony. You are not defined by wounds. You are defined by the healing that followed. Say it with faith. I am loved. I am chosen. I am strong in the Lord. These are not just words. They are weapons. Speak them and fear retreats. Declare them and the past loses its grip. From this moment, carry your scars not as marks of shame, but as proof of love. Proof that I was with you in every valley. Proof that I never abandoned you. Proof that out of brokenness came blessing. And now, your story will light the way for others. Where you once bled, now you will bless. Your season of liberation has begun. Your identity is secure. And your mission is clear. To walk in love, to shine my light, and to remind the world that no pain is wasted when placed in my hands. My beloved, hear this with your whole heart. You are not defenseless. You are not exposed to the schemes of those who plot in shadows, or to the whispers of the enemy that seek to unsettle your mind. Your life is surrounded by a fortress not built by human hands, but by my spirit. I am your shield, your tower of refuge, your place of safety. No power of darkness can prevail against what belongs to me. From the very beginning, the enemy has recognized the spark within you. He saw the potential of your faith, the strength of your prayers, and the authority you carry when you speak my name. That is why opposition rose against you. That is why trouble seemed to find you when you sought peace. Your enemies did not rise because you were weak. They rose because you are chosen. You carry light, and darkness cannot tolerate it. But listen, you are never left to fight alone. When fear attempts to climb into your thoughts at night, my angels already stand guard over your dwelling. When doubt tries to shake your faith, my word becomes a sword in your hand. When anxiety presses like a weight upon your chest, my spirit breathes courage into your lungs. What seems like a battle too great for you is a battle already won by me. Consider the warrior who steps onto field clothed in armor. Every piece has a purpose. The shield to block the arrows, the helmet to guard the mind, the sword to strike down the adversary. This is the same for you. Your faith is your shield, your salvation is your helmet, and my word is your sword. With these you cannot be defeated. The attacks may come, but they will not destroy you. They may bruise, but they cannot break. Even if you stumble, I will lift you up. Even if snares entangle you, I will cut the cords. Even if doubt clouds your vision, I will pierce the fog with light. You are never abandoned. My spirit within you is greater than every force that rises against you. Say it boldly. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. These are not empty words. They are a decree in the unseen realm, and the darkness trembles at their sound. Do not give power to threats. Do not surrender your peace to voices that speak only of fear. Remember this. Your enemies are loud because they are afraid of what you carry. They fear your prayers. They fear your persistence. They fear the authority of my name upon your lips. Stand firm, resist the enemy, and he will flee from you. From this day forward, walk with confidence. Know that the shield of faith surrounds your home. The fire of my spirit goes before you, and the blood of my covenant covers your life. You are untouchable in my hands. Rest in this promise. You are guarded, you are defended, you are protected. My beloved child, listen. Victory is not something you must chase. It is already written into your destiny. You were not created to live in constant defeat, chained by fear, shame, or the memory of failures. Through me, you are more than a conqueror, not sometimes, not occasionally, but in all things. Think of this. Battles will come. Trials will test you. Storms will shake the ground beneath your feet. But none of these can define you. Why? Because my victory has already been sealed on your behalf. When I overcame the grave, I overcame every force that would ever try to destroy you. Your enemies, your hardships, your struggles. They are loud, but they are powerless before my cross. You don't fight for victory. You fight from victory. Even when scarcity presses, you will not be consumed. Even when illness touches your body, hope will not depart. Even when relationships collapse or betrayals cut deep, my hand will sustain you. Nothing, neither sword nor famine, sickness nor danger, not even death, can separate you from my love. And if my love cannot be broken, then your victory cannot be stolen. But let me tell you this truth. Victory is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like calm in the middle of chaos. Sometimes it looks like forgiveness when the world expects revenge. Sometimes it looks like standing when everything around you falls. Every time you choose faith over fear, gratitude over complaint, prayer over despair, you are winning battles in the unseen realm. Your loyalty to me sets you apart. Unlike those who deny me when the fire grows hot, you have remained steadfast. You may have stumbled, but you never let go, and that perseverance is a crown upon your head. Heaven itself recognizes your endurance. The angels rejoice when you lift your voice in faith, because your declaration shakes the foundations of darkness. So, rise and walk as one already victorious. Speak differently, think differently, act differently, because you are not a prisoner of circumstances. You are a child of triumph. Each morning, remind your soul, I am more than a conqueror through Christ who loves me. This is not mere poetry. It is your identity. Carry it into your work, your home, your relationships, your dreams. When others lose hope, you will shine hope. When they fear, you will speak courage. When they see defeat, you will declare destiny. For this is what victory in me looks like, not only for you, but for everyone whose life touches yours. Through you, my triumph will multiply, and the testimony of your life will lift many. This is why no chain can hold you, no curse can linger over you, and no adversary can silence you. You are already victorious, because I have already overcome. Child of my heart, hear this with reverence. Prayer is not a ritual. It is a weapon, a shield, a key that opens the gates of heaven. When you kneel before me, you are not whispering into empty space. You are summoning the attention of the Almighty. You are speaking into eternity, and eternity listens. Every morning when you open your eyes, I wait to hear your voice. Every night when your thoughts run restless, I lean close, ready to calm your soul. Yet too often you underestimate what prayer can accomplish. You see it as a last resort, when in truth it is your greatest power. Do you not know? When you pray with faith, my armies rise. Angelic warriors are dispatched to guard your home, to silence your adversaries, to carry strength into your spirit. Think of Elijah, who prayed and the heavens withheld rain, then prayed again and the clouds opened in abundance. Think of Daniel, who prayed in the lion's den, and I shut the mouths of beasts. Think of Hannah, who prayed in tears, and I filled her arms with a child she longed for. Prayer moves what cannot be moved. Prayer shifts what seemed permanent. Prayer takes the impossible and lays it at my feet, where nothing is too hard. But listen carefully. Prayer is not about eloquent words or rehearsed lines. It is about your heart, the trembling sigh of a weary soul. The single cry of, Lord, I need you, carries more weight than 1,000 empty phrases. When you pray with sincerity, when you present your faith and request before me, heaven bends low to respond. Say it now in your spirit. Lord, I believe. Lord, I receive. With those words, you invite me to flood your atmosphere with peace. With those words, you open the door for miracles that generations before you long to see. Every petition you make in reverence becomes incense before my throne, and I do not ignore it. Remember, the enemy fears a praying child. He does not fear your wealth, your strength, or your reputation, but he trembles when you pray. For prayer is your direct line to my power, your reminder that you are never alone, and your anchor when the storms of life shake your foundation. So make this your rhythm. Rise each morning with thanksgiving, and each night with surrender, and walk through the day in constant communion. Turn your worries into whispers of faith, your fears into declarations of trust. And watch what happens. Doors open, burdens lift, strength multiplies. Prayer is not the end of your effort. It is the beginning of your victory. Do not neglect it, for within it lies the authority to call heaven to earth. My beloved child, I know the chains that tried to bind you. I know the invisible prisons that held you captive. Fear that tightened like iron, shame that whispered you were unworthy, guilt that replayed mistakes as if your past defined your future. But today, hear my voice. Those chains are shattered. The prison doors stand open. What once confined you will no longer control you. For too long, the enemy fed lies into your spirit, convincing you that anxiety was permanent, that despair was your portion, that depression would always shadow your steps. But I tell you this, my word is sharper than any sword, and it cuts through every bond. Where you once bowed under the weight of sorrow, you will now stand upright with freedom in your heart. Where your nights were restless, you will now rest in peace. Where tears watered your pillow, laughter will return to your home. Think of Lazarus, wrapped in grave clothes, bound hand and foot, unable to walk forward. When I called his name, he came forth from the tomb, and with every word I spoke, the bindings fell loose. That is your story as well. You have heard my call, and now you rise. The grave clothes of fear fall away, the knots of anxiety unravel, the shackles of regret break at my command. You're stepping out into new life, resurrected, renewed, restored. This healing is not only for your body, it reaches into the deepest parts of your soul. The thoughts that once spun endlessly in your mind, the memories that replayed like wounds reopening, the heavy silence of nights when you felt alone. I am cleansing them. I bring light where shadows lived. I bring calm where storms raged. I bring clarity where confusion dwelt. Your inner world, once restless, will now be a sanctuary of peace. And understand this, I do not heal you only for your sake, but so you may carry healing to others. The comfort I pour into you will overflow. Your testimony will breathe hope into broken. Your words will lift those still chained. Your presence will remind others that freedom is possible. You will walk as living evidence that God restores, that Christ redeems, that the Spirit renews. Do not fear if you stumble again. Liberation is not lost in a single moment. I am patient. I am faithful. Each time you fall, I will lift you higher. Each time you waver, I will steady you. I will not let you return to the prisons of the past. My mercy will surround you like walls of fire, protecting what I have already begun. Declare it now. I am free. I am healed. I belong to the Lord. Let these words echo in your spirit until they are no longer confessions of faith, but realities you live. Because this is your new identity, liberated, whole, unshaken. Beloved, hear this clearly. Nothing you have walked through has been wasted. Every tear, every unanswered question, every sleepless night, they were not random. They were chapters in a greater story, a preparation for miracles that are now unfolding in your life. You thought pain was pointless, but I was shaping purpose. You thought delays meant denial, but I was preparing a door only you could walk through. Look back for a moment. Can you see how even in your darkest seasons, I left signs of my presence? The friend who spoke encouragement at the right time. The unexpected provision that carried you through when resources were scarce. The inner strength that rose in you when you thought you would collapse. These were not coincidences. They were fingerprints of my love, reminders that I was writing a greater ending than the one you imagined. Your life is a canvas, and though some strokes seem messy and unplanned, step back and you will see the masterpiece emerging. The scars you carry are brushstrokes of resilience. The battles you fought are shades of courage. The victories, even small ones, are colors of hope. And the finished work will testify not of your strength alone, but of my faithfulness that carried you every step. Now the season shifts. Where you once asked, "Why me?" you'll begin to say, "For them." For your purpose is not only about survival, it is about impact. Your testimony will breathe courage into others. Your resilience will light paths to those still wandering in shadows. Where you once felt broken, you will become a builder. Where you once were wounded, you will be a healer. Where you once questioned your worth, you will now walk as living proof of divine design. Consider this. The enemy thrives on your complaints, because complaints echo his lies. He whispers, "You have nothing. You are forgotten. You are empty." But gratitude silences him instantly. When you say, "Thank you, Lord, for breath, for family, for health, for shelter, for hope," his accusations lose their power. Gratitude is spiritual warfare. It arms you with joy in the face of sorrow, with peace in the face of confusion. Worship is gratitude given wings. It is not limited to songs sung in gatherings. It is your posture heart throughout the day. When you work with honesty, you are worshiping. When you forgive those who wronged you, you are worshiping. When you lift your voice in prayer before sleep, you are worshiping. Worship is not just what you do. It is who you become when your soul is aware of my presence. Think of Paul and Silas in the prison cell. Their bodies were chained, their backs torn, their future uncertain. Yet in the midnight hour, they chose gratitude. They chose to sing hymns. And as their worship rose, the prison shook, chains broke, and doors flew open. Do you see? Gratitude and worship do not simply comfort you. They release power. They open impossible gates. They transform darkness into light. So I ask you, my beloved, what will your first words be when you wake tomorrow? Will they be words of worry or words of thanksgiving? Choose thanksgiving, and you will notice a shift. Your mind will feel lighter, your spirit stronger, your day brighter. Gratitude reprograms your atmosphere. It keeps your eyes on blessings rather than burdens. Say it with me now. Lord, I thank you. Thank me for the unseen protection, for the provision you did not even recognize, for the strength that carried you when you thought you were collapsing. Thank me for what is coming, even before it arrives. This is faith wrapped in gratitude, and it delights my heart. Live in this rhythm, gratitude as your foundation, worship as your expression. When you do, you will walk under open heavens. Blessings will flow not because you chase them, but because gratitude draws them near. Beloved child, everything I poured into you was never meant to remain only with you. My spirit flows like a river, and rivers never stay still. They move, they give life wherever they pass. In the same way, you are called to be a channel of my love, a vessel of hope, a fountain of peace for those who thirst around you. Through your smile, the weary will find comfort. Through your words, the broken will hear life again. Through your presence, those in despair will sense that light has returned to their path. You will carry rivers of living water that refresh dry hearts and restore faith where it was almost lost. Do not fear this calling. It is not a burden. It is a blessing. I will not only sustain you, I will overflow through you. Wherever you go, testimonies will follow. Miracles will not just happen to you. They will happen through you. This is your time to shine, not with your own light, but with mine reflected in you. Look to your home, my child. The enemy once tried to fill it with fear, conflict, and scarcity. But I declare, your household shall now be a place of abundance, of healing, of joy. Misery shall not enter. Illness shall not prevail. My blood is a shield around your family, and my word is a foundation under your roof. I will open doors that you thought were closed forever. Opportunities will rise in places you never expected. Help will come from hands you never imagined. And those who once doubted you will stand amazed at the wonders I perform in your life. Miracles are not distant dreams. They are near. Provision, health, freedom, and peace are already unfolding. Prepare your heart, for the season of breakthrough has arrived. Now, child, I ask you one thing. Remain close to me. Do not allow bitterness, hatred, or false voices to pull you away. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of your life. Walk in love, walk in truth, and keep your eyes fixed on me. I am always one prayer away. When you whisper, I hear. When you cry, I respond. When you thank me, I rejoice. My presence will never leave you unless you deliberately turn away. But know this, even then, my mercy will pursue you. Lift your eyes now. See the horizon. A new season is here. Peace shall cover your days. Joy shall return to your nights. And courage shall guide your steps. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are my beloved child, and this will never change. So declare it now with boldness. I believe. I receive. I belong to the Lord. Walk forward with faith. Live each day in gratitude. Share this love with the world. And know, your story is just beginning. Your blessings are unfolding, and your eternity is secure in me.